7 rich habits that cost you nothing. What if the real key to building wealth wasn't hiding in your bank account, but in your daily choices? You don't actually need a huge income to create a life of financial security. I'm about to show you 7 powerful habits of wealthy people that cost absolutely nothing to start. We've all heard the saying, you need money to make money, but honestly, your habits are so much more valuable than your paycheck. Getting your finances in order isn't about luck, it's about making smart, disciplined choices. The gap between feeling stuck and feeling secure usually comes down to the small, consistent things you do every day, actions anyone can take, no matter how much you earn. These habits are the foundation that wealth is built on, and they prove that your choices, not your circumstances, are what really shape your financial future. Habit 1. Pay yourself first. The biggest thing that keeps people stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is trying to save whatever is left over after all the spending is done. If you do that, you're pretty much guaranteeing you'll save nothing. Wealthy people flip this around completely. They make it a habit to pay themselves first. What this means is, the second they get paid, a chunk of that money is automatically moved into savings or investments before they even think about paying a single bill. Think of it this way, it's not just another bill, it's a non-negotiable payment to your future self. When you treat your savings like your most important expense, you shift your mindset from I don't have enough to this is my priority. You force yourself to live on what's left, not the other way around. This simple, free habit makes sure you're always building that financial foundation, turning your savings from an afterthought into a real wealth-building machine. Habit 2. Create a budget you actually use. Let's be real, when most people hear the word budget, they think of a strict financial diet that's just bound to fail. The problem is, just tracking your spending without a real plan leaves you scratching your head at the end of the month, wondering where all your money went. But a budget isn't a cage, it's a blueprint for your financial goals. Having a plan for your money gives you control and a ton of clarity. You can start right now with a simple notebook or spreadsheet. It's completely free. Just list your income and all your expenses. This isn't about obsessively tracking every single coffee. It's about being aware of where your money is going so you can start telling it where to go with purpose. In fact, studies have shown that people who have a budget feel more in control of their finances. This habit is just about deciding ahead of time how you want to use your money to build the life you actually want. Habit 3. Practice deliberate learning. The most successful people in the world never stop learning. They know that financial education is the absolute bedrock of building wealth. The problem is, a lot of people stop learning for good once they're done with school, and they end up leaving their financial future to chance. Self-made millionaires, on the other hand, spend time every single day reading and learning about money, investing, and what's happening in the market. You don't need a fancy degree to do this. You can start for free by grabbing books from the library, listening to financial podcasts, or watching educational videos right here on YouTube. Just 30 minutes a day adds up to over 180 hours of learning in a year, which gives you a huge advantage. This habit costs you nothing but a little bit of time, and it gives you the wisdom to make smarter decisions and sidestep those expensive mistakes. Habit 4. Live below your means. You know what the biggest threat to building wealth is? It's not a low income, it's lifestyle inflation. That's the super common tendency to spend more as you earn more. You get a raise, so you get a fancier car or a bigger apartment, and suddenly you're right back where you started, with nothing left over. The wealthy get that the gap between what you earn and what you spend is your secret weapon for building wealth. Living below your means isn't about being cheap, it's about being intentional. It's choosing to drive a solid used car instead of a brand new luxury one, or deciding to cook at home more often. This discipline is what widens that all-important gap between your income and your expenses, which frees up more cash to save and invest for your future. Habit 5. Set clear and actionable goals. Most people have fuzzy dreams like, I want to be rich, or I just want to be financially stable. But those aren't goals, they're wishes. And wishes don't come with a deadline or a plan. Financially successful people set smart goals that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So instead of saying, I want to save more, a smart goal would be, I will save $5,000 for my emergency fund by this time next year, by setting up an automatic transfer of $417 a month into a high-yield savings account. When you write down your goals and break them into smaller, actionable steps, you create a clear roadmap and build momentum. This habit gives you direction and turns a vague wish into a real destination. Habit 6. Surround yourself with the right people. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, that's especially true when it comes to your money. If you're constantly around people who are negative about wealth or who push you to spend money you don't have, it's going to be almost impossible to get ahead. The wealthy are intentional about building a network of mentors and friends who are positive, supportive, and focused on success. This doesn't have to cost you a dime. You can find a mentor by just asking a relative or a coworker who's good with their money for some advice. You can also engage with online communities and creators who share your financial goals. When you surround yourself with people who are already where you want to be, it naturally forces you to level up your own thinking and your actions. Habit 7. Prioritize your health. What in the world does your health have to do with your wealth? Turns out, everything. A lot of people trade their sleep, diet, and exercise to chase more money, but they don't realize they're wrecking their most valuable asset. Self-made millionaires know that their physical and mental energy are absolutely crucial for making smart decisions and staying disciplined. Getting enough sleep, moving your body regularly, and eating nutritious food are free habits that pay off big time. They boost your focus, lower your stress, and make you more productive in everything you do. Let's face it, you can't build wealth if you're too burnt out to even think straight. This final habit costs you nothing, but it's the fuel for all the others. Building a life with financial security and peace of mind isn't some secret for the top 1%. It's really just the result of simple, powerful habits that you repeat over and over again. Paying yourself first, budgeting with a purpose, always learning, living below your means, setting clear goals, choosing your circle wisely, and prioritizing your health, these are all choices that are completely free. At the end of the day, your habits are the real currency of wealth. If this video gave you some value, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more tips to help you build your financial freedom. Now for the question of the day. Which one of these 7 habits are you going to start this week? Drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.